SCute the Podcast is presented by Sessions, Crafts, and Customs. 2025, we're kicking off the third season of SCute the Podcast. Thank y'all very much for subscribing. I'm going to need you guys to pay attention. SCute the Podcast. Subscribe. Yeah, click right there. Right down there. Or, I don't know, whatever. The host, I am professional master drummer Dennis M. Sessions. So, right now, it's 2025. Yeah, so, Sessions, Crafts, and Customs. SCute the Podcast. All right. About the story, I just read this. City leaders considering second draft of downtown hotel. Okay, can we get a first draft for a second homeless shelter, since Charleston, South Carolina is blowing up on the map of the world, and everybody and their rich families are coming to buy up all the land and change over cultures and cities, everything. So, let's see how this plays out. Sessions, Crafts, and Customs presents SCute the Podcast 2025. If you see any video that has information, it is real, it is still valid.
Good morning, Katie, Shelby. Well, hotels downtown have to follow what's called the Accommodations Overlay Ordinance, and that determines where hotels can or cannot be. And city leaders tell me adding this new hotel here will fit into their quality of life balance for both residents and tourists. And this afternoon, the City of Charleston's Architectural Board will decide whether or not to move forward with hotel plans. Now, this isn't the first time the plans have made their way to the lot near King and Line Streets, but back in 2023, developers introduced early ideas of a hotel to city leaders. They also got support from the surrounding neighborhood, but a change in land ownership.
All right, so they can get support for surrounding neighborhoods to build a hotel while they are concerned about recommendations of tourism, and supposedly that's not for the residents. Residents don't really need hotels because they reside here, they reside and live. Anyway, our culture and a lot of it that we do know of and we are living in is actually being smothered out. So, what do you mean? What do I mean? Yeah, smothered out. Like, once upon a time, you can walk around and notice the atmosphere is all merely of that culture in Charleston of the Gullah Geechee. You could walk and see it. Nowadays, you can kind of still walk and see it, but if you ask me, that ain't the look we want to have on the front line. So on the front line look, if you go through the city of Charleston, now in the last 10 to 15 years, people, some are natives, Gullah, Geechee, Charlestonians. Some are not. So a lot of people come here to South Carolina because the cost of living and the livelihood is blowing up on the map of the world, and everybody and their rich families are coming to buy up all the land and change over cultures and cities, everything. So, let's see how this plays out.
Good morning, Katie, Shelby. Well, hotels downtown have to follow what's called the Accommodations Overlay Ordinance.
And Sessions, Crafts, and Custom was, yes, I did fall in this part. I'm looking for people who can do what I'm doing. And I already set it up. These are, that's a pair. It is. I got some. If you are one of those people I spoke to, make sure you subscribe and send your email. Sessions, Crafts, and Customs. And I am professional master drummer, Dennis M. Sessions. I am. Oh, that's me. Hello, all right.
Sessions, Crafts, and Customs presents SCute the Podcast of Charleston, South Carolina, hosted by professional master drummer Dennis M. Sessions, who's one of Charleston, South Carolina elite cultural arts professionals and recruiter. Check out this nice video promotion. Open roster sign up at www.ScootersCute.com for info about ceremonies, events, and workshops. Subscribe and follow. No registration fees. Also check the SCute the Podcast GoFundMe fundraiser and help transform lives with immediate aid.
This is an illustration. I'm teaching drawing and arts to the kids of the upcoming generation. You see the words behind